Ahoy there, Legends of Runeterra fans. I'm Dead Broke Nerd, and I've got another fun deck for you guys today. That ahoy was additionally appropriate because we are playing the Bilgewater Broadside deck. This is a Gangplank and Twisted Fate deck, which uses almost entirely Bilgewater cards with a little hint of Noxus in there as well. This is utilizing predominantly the powder kegs, but not just the ones from Gangplank. We've got a lot of the other cards that create powder kegs in here to try to really capitalize on some big AoE damage and hopefully slow down all of those aggro decks that are out there. There's a lot of them out there, guys. Trust me. I've seen them all over the place. It's almost everything I'm running into on ladder, and I'm over here just trying to have some fun. So I wanted to play a deck that could kind of slow them down enough to be able to hopefully stabilize and even burst them back a little bit at times, and that's what this deck can do pretty decently. Now, this deck is not finished. I want to say I've been tinkering with this one a lot. I keep going back and forth on a few things. This is one of the ones that I think is going to have a lot of tech choices, and I know I'm not the only one playing with Gangplank and these powder kegs as a way to handle all these really fast Noxus and PNZ aggro lists. So, you know, there's a lot of things that can be traded in and out here, but what I'm really interested and focused on really is the packages in general and how they play together, and it's so fun. I think you guys will like it. So here we go. What we've got going on here is a combination of things that create powder kegs. So we've got more powder. We've got the Dreadaway deckhands, and then we also have, of course, Gangplank, the Pirate King himself. So all these things will summon those powder kegs, and those powder kegs are going to buff up the next spell or skill, and that's really important because that's why we're pairing it with Twisted Fate. I've got another build that pairs it with Swain, but I really love being able to use those powder kegs to have Twisted Fate do a big whirlwind effect and hopefully clean up their board entirely. So TF is awesome for this. And I mean, TF is just super good. I've been playing him in so many different decks. You guys are probably tired of looking at him. But we also have some single target damage we can do with like Noxian Fervor, which deals 3 to an ally unit to deal 3 to anything. Now you can even deal 3 to your own powder keg, but I believe that will disrupt the damage that goes to their face. I'm actually not sure on that. So if you guys know whether that will remove the buff from the powder kegs or not, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I do want to say, actually, before I go any further, the audio for the gameplay is just a little messed up. I've been having some issues with my headphone jack, so I've like relocated and reallocated some of my audio settings, and so when I played the game, the audio settings were a little quiet. I've hopefully fixed that for future videos, but you know, it's just a little, the background noise and the music's just a little quiet for my taste, so sorry about that, guys. But then we have a combination of some steel cards. So we've got these awesome Blackwater merchants. We have the Pilfered Goods. And then we also have Yordle Grifter. And Yordle Grifter is great because we're only running 8 Noxus cards. Everything else is going to be Bilgewater. So this is almost certainly going to get you that Allegiance effect, which is going to draw one from the enemy deck. And of course, it'll create a warning shot. And those warning shots are really good as a little bit of burst with the powder kegs, but also as a way to get Gangplank leveled up and trigger Plunder so you can drop your Citrus Couriers, Riptide Rex, and those guys. So as you can see, there's just a lot of synergy here. What I've loved is Death Lotus in particular. This is a card that tends to get cut in pretty much everything, but Death Lotus actually turns out to be really good, especially against things like Zed, against a lot of spiders, and, you know, PNZ aggro where they've got the Legion rear guards. This can handle a lot of things all at once against those decks that just want to send everything at your face instead of thinking carefully about, well, okay, how can they block? How can they, you know, get favorable trades? The decks that don't care about getting those favorable trades and just send everything, Death Lotus is going to be really great at handling, as is Make It Rain. And this is just an amazing card in general. As early in the game, if they only have 2 things, you know that other one's going to hit their face. You can get Gangplank leveled up. And then we have our finishers down here. And of course, I'm not going through every single card, but we have Gangplank, which when leveled up, will summon a powder keg at the beginning of round, and will also deal 1 to all enemies and the enemy Nexus when he attacks, which is buffed by his powder kegs. So big board clears if you can get Gangplank leveled up and get him to attack. He also has Overwhelm, which is worth noting. And then we have Riptide Rex. This guy is so cool. Cannon Barrage 7 times. It'll summon 7 of these skills, and what's really fascinating about this guy is he was clearly designed to be playable even when Deny is popular in the meta, because you can only deny 1 of the 7 Cannon Barrages, so the other 6 will go through. So Deny is not an answer closer to Riptide Rex, which is really, really awesome. And this guy I've just found to be a blast, if you'll excuse the pun. And the 4 defense is a little bit of a weakness, but we really just care about his ability. And if they have nothing on the board, we'll deal 7 damage to their face instead. That's not too shabby. So there you have it, guys. This is Bilgewater Broadside. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, and you'll enjoy the game afterwards. It's a really tense one, a nail biter, and I think you guys are going to like it. So enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Alright, we got a game here. Playing against a Zed. Looks like it's going to be a Zed standalone deck. Kind of old school. I'm on the record as not being a huge fan of it. Alright, so did have to adjust the audio quality there a little bit. Hopefully that wasn't too bad for you guys. Alright, so if we're going against Zed, we're going to toss the Pilfered Goods. We'll keep Twisted Fate for the stun. The deckhand with the parlay is not bad either. Yep. Pilfered Goods isn't going to do us as much good here, because really the game's going to be probably defined by, you know, when they get that Zed down, if we can do anything about it. So we're going to pass turn 1. Turn 2, we're going to drop the deckhand. Then we'll have a parlay on 2, or on actually right away, but there we go. Got ourselves a powder keg. Look at that. Pretty cool. Alright, we'll pass. Alright, turn 3. Here is where all the baloney comes in, usually. We'll go a second deckhand to get another charge on our powder kegs. Probably gonna see the Zed come down. Ooh, the Solitary Monk. Okay. I actually can kill that immediately unless they do have that standalone. Or they have the barrier giving one, which I think is a 4 mana. I think that's 4 mana. The one that gives a barrier. So, I mean, if I parlay, I think we go ahead and swing with both of these, see what they do. The Death Lotus is really nice against Zed when they get the Zed illusion and everything. Alright. Alright, so we go ahead and get a charge there. Let's see if they play this standalone with the spell mana or not. They do. Okay. So that is the spell, the standalone with the spell mana. So right now, this would technically kill with the gold card. We are left kind of wondering if we want to play anything else or not. I mean, if they harpoon the powder keg, you know, I don't think they'll want to do that. I think they're going to want to get the 7 damage in on the face. It's a tough situation for sure, because standalone is basically broken. Hate to put it that way, but it's because it's a burst. It just, you know, not much can do that much damage. And look at that. Absolutely nothing we can do about it. I mean, we really couldn't. There was no way to play around that last turn. There was no way, even with the powder kegs, there was no way to kill it. So we're going to take 10 here. We can go ahead and put some damage on it. But again, it's going to be hard to do enough. The question is, how do we want to allocate this? Because we can get the stun, and that'll do 4 damage versus like 3 damage to 3 different things. You see, like it does kind of lead us to think it would not be the best to play anything right now. So we're gonna go ahead and I think we'll zap, so we get a blocker down for the next time it comes around, and pull another Death Lotus. It's okay. We were probably hoping for like a Noxian Fervor or something. Okay. The longer we wait, the more opportunities they'll have to do something about it. Now this is interesting because we could like Twisted Fate, hit it, deal 4, see if they respond with like a barrier or something like that, and then go with like a more powder. Or we could stack the powder, hope they don't have a barrier, and kill it in one go. I think that would be a mistake. So if we play Twisted Fate now, I think that's going to be the best way to go about it. Now this one will deal 3 and also hit the Nexus for 3. Maybe this isn't... Maybe we ought to do it like a burner action in between. Because it's only doing one more. The stun doesn't matter for us this round. Alright, we're actually going to do this. That may not be correct. I'm thinking they're going to want to try to protect it. I mean, taking 3 is not actually going to kill it either. So, like, it's a tough situation. I mean, they're going to want Zap to go away because Zap can block the standalone. The reason why I kind of went for the Nexus Strike is maybe we can put some damage on him, you know? Potentially win, because we've got, like, this will hit the face, you know. I don't think they're going to want to defend this. There's Zed, which means that our more powder, make it rain play is the play. I think we swing first, though, because... Oh, yeah, we'll swing first. If they block here, that does give us the potential kill. Oh, I hope they don't have another buff. Because we'll be doing 3 to this, 3 to this, and 3 to their face. It's going to be a rally. That's pretty bad. So now we actually have to go make it rain Death Lotus to not die to the Solitary Monk. So we won't be able to kill the Zed. Oh, rally. Between this and standalone, Demacia is just way overtuned, but I mean, we have to do this, right? Yep. At least we've dealt with the problem. Unfortunately, we can't deal with the Zed. I mean, we did bait them into defending the Zap, which is what we needed, but this is going to hurt, like, a lot. And unfortunately, we defend like this. It doesn't matter which way we defend. We're taking the same damage. But I think we keep Twisted Fate for defense. We'll have the Death Lotus for next turn if they don't buff it. Frankly, I bet you they will. Alright. Pass. Down to 7. They're down to 10. What are we looking at here with 6 mana? They have 6 mana as well. If they immediately swing... They don't immediately swing. Okay, so we go more powder. Or do we... No, we go parlay, force the interaction immediately. It's risky. Wait. Taking 2. If they have a buff there... Oh, God, that's a really tough... These both being slow is what the problem is. It's got to be... Yeah. Killing Zed is the most important thing. And if this can kill it, awesome. If they drop a barrier on it, not so awesome. If they drop a buff, like a +1/+1 on it, we're in a better place. Oh, it's going to heal. That's probably the worst thing that they could have played there. Oh, no. Well, no, we can still hit it with the Whirlwind, or with the Death Lotus. Yeah, we can still hit it with the Death Lotus when they swing here, because it'll summon the extra 1. We can't block this, but we can Death Lotus. Hopefully they don't have a +1/+1 buff. Whatever that thing is. The one with Lucian on it. We'll take 2. Now we will... I mean, that's not great. But it's... well, it's probably the more powder. Right? Probably. Green Glade Duo. That's not good. We need to get ourselves a... That's a parlay. Alright, so we'll, I guess, swing here to hopefully not have to play parlay. I don't think they'll defend. We'll get the plunder, and then we'll be able to black market merchant. Because we can play this everything in the hand right now. It's just a matter of seeing what we can find from their hand. Preferably like an elusive that can help us block. Oh, Lord, that's bad. That's very, very helpful. Okay. I mean, we're looking at parlay, right? It has to be parlay to kill this. I mean, no, we probably go Yordle Grifter first. See what we pick up, because that might change how we spend the mana. And we're going to play everything else anyways. We pulled a Riposte. It's their turn to act. We have to play the Green Glade Duo. The Riposte is the interesting factor, because we could potentially block the Zed and kill it. Yeah, if they have a barrier here, we probably lose the game. It'll just depend on what that top deck is. Or deny. I mean, deny does that too. Okay. I mean, it will be super top deck dependent. Alright, do we warning shot the Nexus for 3? I don't think we do, because we're going to be looking to pick up, like, Make It Rain! That's what we'll be looking to pick up. Oh my, okay. Do we play it now? I think we play it now and hope we hit Zed. Because if we wait till after we clear the Grizzled Ranger, they'll have the Badger Bear. I mean, it's 3 shots against 5 enemies. We're not sure that we'll hit Zed. Gotta trust your instincts, that's right. That's right, TF. Just hoping they don't have another deny. Let's see what it hits. Come on, roll the dice. Roll the dice, Stairway Fox. Roll the dice. Interesting. Okay. They want another card. Makes sense. What did we hit? We hit their face, and we hit Zed. We needed to hit Zed. Oh, and we hit the ephemeral guy. Okay. Well, that's not great. TF's not doing us any favors right now. We'll throw TF there, I guess. I mean, really, not much is doing us a lot of favors here. So we'll block. Like, we won't get him leveled up. So at this point, he's better to just block that, as opposed to getting more damage on something else. Alright, so we'll pass now. They've got the Green Glade Duo. I don't know if they'll swing with it against our Green Glade Duo. Okay. So if we... Here's the really great thing. I think we just win this game if we defend correctly. Because if we go... well, because we'll riposte, get the kill there. They've only got 1 mana. Then we'll turn around and swing against them. They have some things that they could stop us, like a Will of Ionia or something like that. But now we'll be able to turn around. We'll have the warning shot plus whatever we top deck. We hold the warning shot in case we get kegs. Now we open swing. Oh, we have a Noxian Fervor, guys. Let's go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. No funny business here. No funny business.
Where are you going?
What shenanigans do you have? Gonna be the lifesteal one, maybe? The barrier and lifesteal? Will of Ionia? We go ahead and... Do we Noxian Fervor? We let them bounce this, right? Yeah, we let them bounce it, get the 2. Then we bring it back in, steal a card, get another warning shot. Hit for 2. I mean, this is like overkill. A little bit of overkill here. We Yordle Grifter. That doesn't matter. Wait, we can Solitary Monk, get the Yordle Grifter back, and then we have Burst. They can't even respond if we do that, right? Recalls, that's 2. This will be... Oh, that'll be 4. Oh, we don't quite have it. Alright, so we have to Noxian Fervor. Alright. That's it. Hopefully. Let's see if they can respond. They can't deny it. I don't know what they could have. They could have another healing potion. That's what they could have, because we've seen one of them. They could have another healing potion. Come on. GG! Oh, we did it! Oh, great game. Oh, what a game there, guys. Because that one felt tense from the get-go, and that is one of the toughest decks in the game. Oh, that one was a brain burner. Man, I love those powder kegs.